dog charges the sergeant and he opens fire, striking him multiple times. When it fails to stop him, he fires once more, and the dog collapses against the pavement.
Yeah, what's shaking, everybody? Tell a friend, that is him again, J King, the one, J King, back with another crazy video. So look, we got cops discover a babysitter being eaten alive in the backyard. This sounds crazy. I haven't seen the video, so without further ado, let's get to the crazy.
At my boyfriend's house to take the dogs out in the backyard, and I keep hearing the neighbor's dogs just screaming at the fence because our fence is kind of messed up. But now I'm looking through the hole, and they're literally, I think they're mauling at them. I think that's the neighbor. He's on the floor, and he's not talking back. I don't know if it's a girl or a guy, but my neighbor's a guy, so I'm guessing it's him, but they're like mauling at him. I don't know what to do. I'm embarrassed, but ma'am, I'm too scared to go over there. Oh my God, the hair is short. I'm guessing it's a man, but honestly, it looks like they have leggings on. I don't know, it's something woman.
Do you still hear the dogs?
They're like, I don't know, like whining sometimes, and then it gets silent, and then they're whining again.
All right, well, do you hear your neighbor at all? Are they saying anything?
No, I mean, I yelled, but, oh my God, I'm praying, I don't know, I hope that what I saw wasn't what I saw. Maybe it's just a big old toy, a big human-sized toy, I don't know.
Well, the deputies and England...
Yo, she described what they were chewing on as a big humanized toy. Let that sink in for a second.
Should be headed there shortly, okay? Just call back on 911 if anything changes.
Okay, do you know how long?
I don't have an ETA. They weren't that far, so they're getting there as quickly as they can.
Okay.
A sergeant with the Smith County Sheriff's Office arrives just behind the local fire department, and together they rush toward the sounds of barking coming from the backyard.
I think he's dead, man. Watch that dog here. 3 of them. Hey, shoot him.
But with the victim sprawled out beneath the dogs, firing his weapon is too much of a risk.
Seriously.
Instead, the sergeant runs to a gate on the other side of the house and radios for backup.
22, what's your location?
And those don't even like, is that a pit bull?
22, where you at?
That's not a pit bull, right?
Be there in about 2 minutes.
Knowing the victim may not have 2 minutes, he quickly decides to go in alone.
Damn, these
County, you copy it, traffic?
yeah, there's some pit bulls. I'm a dog lover, but if you gotta shoot them damn things, you better shoot them little bastards.
I'm all in the body. Hey, where are they at? Where are your people?
They're on the fence.
Still the fence?
Yeah.
Back up, back up!
The dog charges the sergeant and he opens fire, striking him multiple times. When it fails to stop him, he fires once more, and the dog collapses against the pavement. The sergeant keeps his gun aimed at a second dog, who sniffs his fallen companion.
Damn.
Dude, they were all eating on him. I know, but if we can get to them,
You gotta get EMS care.
okay, get them there.
Damn, that dog real like, oh shit. Let me get up out of here. Yeah,
That's
hell
9 shots
yeah.
fired in the air at me.
He's hit that. He's tried 9 shots when the dog was charging at him.
They're
So
good to pull him, yes.
damn, that dog said, "Oh hell no."
Back up.
Who says dogs ain't smart? Look at that. Look at that. Damn, that's the smartest damn. Look at that. Look how smart that dog is. Look at how smart that dog is.
I'm working on it. Door's closed, yeah.
With one dog dead and the other 2 secured
Wow.
inside the house, Backup finally arrives and joins the fire department as they work to pull the victim through to the other side of the broken fence.
I don't want to hear nothing about dogs ain't smart, cats are smarter than dogs. A cat.
Right here. There's nails caught in the kitchen. Come on, I got it. Yeah.
He said, "Oh snap, my homie dead." And there's a dude, the dude that shot him.
The victim, who
It's
appears
right
to
in
be
front
a
of
young
me.
woman, shows no sign of consciousness.
Oh,
her
man.
body is severely mauled, with deep, gaping wounds on her arms and legs.
Oh, man.
While paramedics get to work, the deputy joins the sergeant in the backyard.
So that door was open. There's 2 other dogs inside. That one came after me when I opened the gate. The other one came running up to him, but took off inside. Okay. I do not know if there was anybody else in the house. I have no idea.
Given the 911 caller assumed the victim was the male owner of the dogs, the sergeant quickly locates her with an urgent question.
Hey, does he live alone?
I don't know these cars. I see a gray car, a silver car show up, and it's a guy and a wife and like a kid.
Okay.
And all of everything.
Okay. Does he live alone?
The guy here is the one that had all the dogs.
Him.
But that was a lady that lived there with a baby, and they got in a fight with the dogs before.
What?
Is it about a dog?
Yeah.
I know it is. I
It's
know.
about 3 dogs.
I know.
3 pit bulls.
This one owned the dog, and their main dog.
Well, I'm very aware. They were mean dogs.
Yeah, I heard them fighting about.
They weren't fighting. They were attacking.
No,
somebody.
about a month ago.
Okay.
And the woman and the man having a confrontation.
Who owns the dogs over
Some
here?
lady has a baby that lives over.
Where's she at?
Home.
Do you know what she
I
drives?
don't know anybody.
Do you know what she drives? The cars you've seen?
No.
I don't know.
Oh my God.
Fearing they may have just trapped the 2 remaining dogs inside with a helpless baby,
Oh,
the
snap.
sergeant and deputy arm themselves with rifles and return to the house.
All right. Well, let's go find the baby.
Damn.
Locked. Good? Yep. We're gonna clear the house. There's a lady and a baby who's supposed to live here. Dog.
Unexpectedly, a voice calls out over the home security system.
Okay. Who's supposed to be taking care of your dogs?
Our babysitter.
Who's your babysitter?
Her name is Madison.
Okay, where's the baby?
She's with us. She is just taking care of our dogs while we were out of state.
Okay, so there's nobody here.
There's no one here at the moment now.
The sergeant instructs the couple to call the sheriff's office in the hopes they can confirm the victim's identity. In the meantime, he heads back to the
snap.
neighbor's house to ease her concerns.
They're out of town. So them and the baby, everybody's out of town.
Oh, thank God.
Oh,
But the person they
snap.
hired to come take care of the dogs got mauled.
Wow.
And we were not able to get to her before.
I understand, honey. It's hard. But see, I knew them dogs had been fighting.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a little bitty dog.
No, they were.
no.
None of them were little bitty. There's one less of them now because it charged after me.
They had to.
So they hired somebody to basically house sit and walk the dogs while they were out of town doing whatever, and the dogs flipped on the that's crazy. And they yo.
No, honey, I don't blame you.
Them
Meanwhile,
people
the other
in for
deputy
long-
speaks
for
with the
long
911
lawsuit.
caller, who grapples with the emotional aftershock.
I couldn't tell what I could see. I was just freaking out.
Yeah. No, that's understandable.
And I was like, I hope I'm wrong, but I still called either way. But
No, you did good. You did the right
I couldn't keep looking if it was.
Yeah.
And I'm a nurse, so I feel bad because I could have, I don't know, maybe I could have done something, but
No,
I was too scared to go.
Calling us was the only thing that you could have done.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
seriously.
that would have been bad for you. So,
Right, that's why I was
Seriously.
scared. I was like, I can't go there.
yeah. So, yeah, calling us was the right thing.
Across the street, the sergeant learns more about the dog's history.
But I've heard dog fighting before. This ain't the first
And
time.
it's between this house and this house. Yeah, I wonder if they weren't going at each other. Do you happen to know what kind of dogs they have? Because all these are like pit bulls.
Oh, it's there, pit bulls. I knew I saw a pit bull out in the driveway one day.
You know she's the nosy neighbor. That is definitely the nosy neighbor. Yo, she knows everybody's schedule. She knows the car. She knows the routes they take. She knows everybody's job. That is the nosy neighbor for real, man.
Well,
Shouts out to the nosy neighbor, man.
I'm so sorry, baby.
It happens.
Yeah.
The dog's owners, Wilbert and Addison, finally reach a deputy by phone, and the heartbreaking truth of the girl's identity is fully revealed.
Okay, where are you located at right now, sir?
We're currently in Oklahoma. We're on our way back, though.
Okay. Who is supposed to be here to care for the animals?
Her name is Madison Hole. She's just supposed to go over there every couple hours and just check on them, but we haven't been able to get in contact with her yet.
Madison Holt.
Yeah, because the damn dogs and freaking ate the lady, man. The damn, what the hell, man? Like dirty vato.
Oh, she's supposed to take care of the dogs? Okay. How old is she?
She's 23.
23?
Yeah, she went to college there, and she's going to college to be a teacher, so I'm not sure which college she goes to.
Man, the dog owner knows the temperament of their dogs. You own a dog. Look, I've owned dogs. I've had dogs before. I know you know the temperament of your dogs. You know when it's you know the type of dogs you have. You know what they're capable of. That is absolutely crazy. You hired this woman you basically set this woman up for failure, as far as I'm concerned.
And
I don't care. Like no, you set this woman up for failure.
And I texted her, and we haven't received a response. But I mean, I think she's in class.
The couple would
No,
later
she's
explain
in.
they met the college student.
She's in the doggy's belly. That's what she said. So it's not funny, but she's being she's being
23-year-old
digested
Madison
right now.
Riley Hall,
Ooh,
after
she's
posting
crazy.
an ad for a babysitter on Facebook.
Wow.
Madison had been babysitting their 3 children, all under the age of 5 years old, for the last 2 months, and they recently asked her to look after their 3 dogs while they were out of town. What the deputy doesn't reveal is that their description of Madison matches the victim, who is lying on the ground after a brutal attack carried out by the family's own beloved pets.
Damn, yo.
They're trying right now. They got the machine pressing her, doing the compressions, and they're going to hit her with a couple of EPIs.
We haven't really evaluated her back. I mean, like right before y'all got here, we just got her drug down. She was face down.
Dog guarding her, man. Say what?
They were guarding her.
Oh my god, dude. You think she had been back there for a while or something? Or?
I mean, not that old, but she was still not. She wasn't cold, and she was still theoretical Luger, you know.
Oh, okay.
And everything got started working with her. They all 3 had her right here. And just,
God, man. Pit bulls?
3.
Despite their best efforts, there's nothing the paramedics can do,
Damn,
as
son.
Madison's injuries are far too severe. She's pronounced deceased on the scene, and the sergeant calls in to his superiors with an update.
Well, there is one less alive dog, and also, unfortunately, one less alive dog sitter.
Damn.
I don't know.
son.
I'm not willing to sit in the house and talk over a ring cam over some dogs that just ate somebody. So, pretty sure I broke my foot though. It's like, and I ran. He was running and hit a hole.
Wilbert and Addison later told investigators their 3 dogs, named Bodie, Lola, and Afghani, were not known to be aggressive, though Lola could be, quote, territorial. Addison shared that Madison would often watch the dogs and children at the same time, and on several occasions they would come home to find one or more of the dogs cuddling with Madison on the couch.
Now it looked like, I'll be real, it looks like a man because the body's just so torn up.
Yeah, for more on.
So what happened?
Investigators later visited Madison's mother in person, giving her the most devastating news a parent could receive. Her mother showed them a video Madison sent several days earlier, in which she spoke about the size of the dogs, noting one of them weighed more than 100 pounds.
Damn.
In the video, Madison described the dog as, quote, defiant.
So I don't know why they did what they did.
I bet they did it over food, and she tried to break up the
Tried
fight.
to break up
and
the
then
fight.
they got it.
No, they saw you put the one down and they were like, oh, I don't want to know that.
Oh boy, that.
Yeah, because the real big one backed off.
That
When we
one
went
was
inside.
the me looking one.
According to police records, the last message Madison sent was to her boyfriend at 12:16 p.m., letting him know she was on her way to check on the dogs. The couple reviewed their home security cameras, noting that at 1:13 p.m., one of the dogs can be seen inside the home with blood on his side. Addison assumed that 2 of the dogs had gotten into a fight, but the truth was far more devastating. Unfortunately, the home cameras did not record anything that could clarify what happened. But given the timeline, investigators assumed the attack began roughly 3 hours before the 911 call.
Yeah, when I talked to the neighbor girl that actually called 911, she never heard like her calling for help or anything like that. She just heard the dogs go there. So
Fighting over each other. Or fights each other over her.
They were fighting over
His
food.
baby, she was attacked and she was laying there, and every time she tried to get up, they would probably guard her. They would, so she just stayed there laying there slowly.
According to police records, the sergeant received treatment at the hospital for a minor injury to his foot. As for the remaining dogs, they were later seized and euthanized. Following a joint review by a Smith County Sheriff's Office investigator and the Assistant District Attorney, authorities determined that the dogs' owners had not violated any criminal statutes because they did not act with criminal negligence. The case was closed. Madison's mom created a GoFundMe to cover burial expenses, raising over $19,000. In the fundraiser, she shared that Madison was 6 months away from earning her bachelor's degree in early childhood education.
What do you guys think? Do you think that the owners of the dogs should have been prosecuted? Do you think there should have been some kind of criminal charges? Let me know what you guys think. It's terrible what happened to this young lady, man. And she was only just, trying to earn some extra money, I guess, on the side or whatever. You know what I mean? Legitimate job. I don't personally think that the owners had any kind of ill intent, but let me know what you guys think. Do you think that the owners should have been prosecuted criminally? This sounds to me like a definite lawsuit, but let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get these sub numbers up. J King the One. See y'all in the next round of crazy. One.